A stone edge slips. A finger opens. It is smaller than a paper cut. Today you would rinse it and forget it. Here the dirt gets there first. No tap, no antiseptic, no doctor. So what actually happened? You get tiny cuts constantly. Paper, a kitchen knife, a sharp zipper. Without thinking, you have clean water, soap, a bandage, and a safe room. And if that cut turns hot, swollen, or frightening, trained help is close. Now, erase all of it. Ancient humans had none of this. So what did they actually do? Picture one person, tens of thousands of years ago, moving through a world that scratches back. A thorn, flint, an animal bone, one careless pull while preparing food. Cuts were not special events. They were part of making it through a normal day. But a cut is not just an opening in skin. It is an opening into you. The first rescue did not come from a healer. It came from the body. Blood begins to clot. A plug forms. The leaking slows. Then comes heat and swelling. Miserable, yes, but also a defense. Your body still runs this ancient emergency routine every time you bleed. Sometimes that was enough. The cut closed. The person kept walking. But not every cut is the same. Depth matters. Location matters. Dirt matters. A finger wound is one thing. A deep foot wound can take away movement. And movement was not exercise. It was water, food, shelter, staying with your people. If the wound worsened, you could not simply take 3 days off. A dirty wound could redden, throb, swell. Fever could follow. Not because ancient people were weak. Because germs do not care how tough you are. There were no antibiotics waiting if infection began spreading through the body. But be careful here. A simple cut did not automatically mean death. People survived scratches constantly. Otherwise, no human story makes it to you. The frightening part was chance. One wound heals, another steals your strength. And skin almost never leaves a clear archaeological record. Small cuts disappear with the person. So we cannot honestly tell you the exact recipe used for every wound. What survives is bigger. Bone damage, healing, proof that someone lived through the impossible before you were here. Deep inside a cave in Borneo, archaeologists found a young person's skeleton. That person lived at least 31,000 years ago. Their lower leg had not merely been broken. It had been deliberately removed, and the bone had healed. This was not a death wound. The person survived for years afterward. Stop and think about that, because the biggest discovery was not the missing leg. It was something you still need. Someone kept that person alive. A major surgery without a hospital is dangerous even to imagine. Yet this young person survived the operation, then lived another 6 to 9 years. Imagine what you would need. That required more than toughness. Wound attention, food, protection, time. We cannot know every method they used. The bones do not tell us that. But the bones do tell us a human being was worth caring for. So for a small cut, the truthful answer is not dead. It is, your body fought first. And your people could change the odds. A wound was dangerous when it took away movement, food, sleep, or help. Care was not softness. Care was survival equipment. The first human medical system may have looked less like a building and more like a circle. Now look at your own hand after a cut. The sting grabs your attention instantly. That reaction is not dramatic. It is an alarm built for a world where small injuries could change plans. The redness, the swelling, the urge to protect it. Your body is working. The world changed. The emergency routine did not. Left, dust, travel, hunger. Right, a sink, clean dressing, a pharmacy. You do not need to romanticize prehistory. A wound without help could be terrifying. But modern life quietly hides how much help surrounds you. Clean water is not ordinary in human history. Neither is a sealed bandage. Neither is being able to rest without losing today's food. What used to require a whole group can now appear as one small bathroom cabinet. But here is the strange part. The emotional need did not vanish either. When you are sick or injured, you suddenly notice who checks on you. A tiny injury can make an adult feel strangely young, needy, exposed. That feeling is not weakness. For most of human life, recovery depended on others. A cut asked 2 questions. Can my body close this, and will my group carry me? Today, the group may be a nurse, a parent, a friend, even a pharmacy. Technology did not replace care. It stored care in systems you can reach. That is why losing access to help feels so frightening, even now, even for you. A deep or dirty wound today is not a toughness test. It is a reason to get care. Ancient survival was never proof that people should suffer alone. That panic is ancient math. If I cannot function, will someone keep me safe? So, what happened when an ancient human got a simple cut? Usually, their body did what yours does. It tried to seal and repair. Sometimes it failed. A wound could grow dangerous in a world without modern rescue. But their best advantage was never being invincible. It was having someone who noticed, someone who stayed, someone who shared the cost. 31,000 years later, a healed bone still carries that message. A human survived something enormous because survival was shared. Your bandage, your clinic, your clean tap, they are the same promise, expanded. You are not weak because pain makes you reach for help. You are human because someone reaching back has always mattered. The cut was small. The real survival skill was never small at all. Tonight, when something hurts, will you treat needing care as failure or as being human?